Hello, welcome back to one of the most atmospheric games released probably in the last 5 years or more. I can just stand over here and listen to the humming of the machines. Yeah, I think that's on purpose. The developers know what they're doing. So let's see what the tech piece has to say. There lurks a flow of worship. Archmagos Amarnat. Subject line unidentified. This is not the blessed as Amarnat. What a weird name. Request your name. What do you know my mantra's motto? Let's inspect the tech priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh and the skin around his augmetics discharged. Blasphemous spells have been scratched into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It's amazing how robust the tech priest's life support systems have proven to be, it maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Try to take him down. Many sparks have gone out, but not all of them. The electric shepherds are alive in the darkness. I heard their prayers. Find them, save them. Recite the hymn of contact, request restoration, then may behold what is hidden. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restorative means the entrance passes through the electro presiding place. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical and unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I request immediate deactivation of the tech sourceship protocol. It's schismatical, exactly. I guess he's possessed. So Imperialis, the Emperor's peace to the priest, let that which has been touched by corruption be eradicated. Hereticus, rather leave him as he is. There must be a purpose to whatever ritual he has taken part in, correct? No, I think I'll just save him. Binary obsessity is pouring out of his box. Well, I guess everyone is offended except the humans. The tech priests are probably very offended. As the possessed man trashes out his internal augmetics, emerge gradually through the hanging tatters of his flesh, as though an iron homunculus seated inside the tech priest were trying to cast off the meat cocoon it no longer needed. Pascal's mechadendrites extend the thin drilling needles. Sacred unguent glistens on it. A code purification area is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed tech priest's skull and touches his neural augmetic, forming an electric circuit. With that extreme strain is visible on his face. Result failure, requesting assistance. But you're just using his tech use, so... Made the machine god heal you, okay. Undaunted, you grab one of the sever cables and press it into the tech priest's body, and the shock of formidable power shakes. I'm not looking at what's happening there, I'm just reading the text, by the way. So I saw he was kind of convulsing a little bit, or was lashing out. Machine oil gushes out of his mouth, his voice hisses deafeningly as the flow of the motive force burns the corruption in his secretariat. The overload destroys some of the circuit boards with neural augmetic, reset his code, and erases the schismatical from his distance. By the way, just like in Warhammer 40k Demon Hunter, the Grey Knight game, a virus can be multiple things in Warhammer 40k. A virus can be also something that affects organics and also machines, same as this one. So I guess it was a demonic virus inhabiting his body. The tech priest's eyes roll up and he loses consciousness, crushed yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With utmost care, Pascal takes his body down from the mechanism and lays it on the floor. His stirring litanies of gratitude to Omnissiah echoes through the hall. Brother, you are safe. Restek brother will come back for you when you have done your duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. I'll not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant and of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue in full capacity of a companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my investigation. Well, I guess we found the engineer then.
It's about time.
I guess his name is Abel. But that makes sense. We already killed some of the tech priests that were supposed to, you know, take care of this place. I don't know. I don't know. Pretty cool conversation though. Yeah, they captured the spirit perfectly of Warhammer 40k.
I won't tolerate weakness.
They were having fun watching the show from there, but now they're all dead.
Follow my lead. A new challenge for me.
I have no idea what we're doing or what we're searching for.
Successful.
Trans? Uranic charge. Fuel? Well, this would almost look like a room, but I guess those are supposed to be the beds for the tech priests. Data altar of sacred analysis. Pilgrim, only the words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me, let us sing the canticle 2. I have no idea what I have to do. Omnisaya. Let us fill our souls with gratitude toward Twin Poles, Splendid Resistor. Mortal body, not the soul, not the memory. The Omnisaya. He's more and more disappointed with us. Well, what was the correct one? Did I get a note of it and I didn't notice it? That's the laboratory.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Ready for data input.
Pascal, tell me something. Okay, let's read the journal. Find the monks, okay. And this is, by the way, the only mission we have now. Lord Captain knows that the entrance to the... Well, where do you get the prayer? Oh, this is so silly. Why is this so stupid? Come on. Yeah, I think the game will be great, but it just doesn't have enough content in it, in my opinion. If you're playing this game for 100 hours, 90 hours will be spent doing stupid stuff like this. Just too much dialogue without any purpose or meaning. This is supposed to be a puzzle. Yeah, it's lore, it's blah blah blah, but...
It's about time.
Okay, let's search for something else. Maybe there's something else in here. Oh! But I think I already used this thing and it didn't open. Sorry, we killed your servants and your other priests. Sorry about killing your friends. They attacked me. I didn't know what to do. Well, he's showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos or electos showing through his oddly bluish tinted skin. The man's eye sockets are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight to with no hesitation. He has a sharp screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. May the Messiah mercies persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. Another blind heretic to battle. I don't think that's how it works. The Emperor protects. I guess we really made the sound, the sign. The sign knows all, comprehends all. Yeah, can you teach me that silly song you have? The Hall of the Electrodynamic Cenobium admits you, pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse the Sixth, the servant of the motive force and the praetor electroid of his sacred monastery. Okay, they bow. The rank of Praetor Electroid is a sign of high standing within the Electro Priest fraternity. The audience we have been granted is a great honor. It was you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance? Yes, Tech Brother, Abel arrived here to engage in the magnetic meditation that would help clarify his vision. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but lost contact. Contact with him was lost soon afterward. Tell me more about him. We did not speak to each other much. He preferred to devote his time to the solitary reflections of his chapel. Omnis had given Tech Brother Abel a gift of great acumen, which allowed him to discern each individual facet of existence rather than the overall view. That made his logic different from that of other people. His mind was always able to combine facts and conclusions into harmonious wholes that were nothing short of beautiful. Many among my flock found his sermons poetic. What visions? The Neyreyan resolutions was encrypted with great meticulousness, which speaks. I guess this is English language course right now. Grasping it fully is beyond my ability, but a single touch was enough for me. I cannot imagine how hard this would be to translate into other languages. For me to realize the enormity of the secret concealed within, or more exactly the secret design, which was how Tech Brother Abel referred to it. Certain evidence his mind had discerned in the world was pointed to a major withholding of information, the nature of which he wished to comprehend. I have rescued him. I guess if you come over here and say you have given him the Emperor's peace, they will not be happy. I hope the Omnisci preserves Tech Brother's Abel life, that he might continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. What happened here? How did he manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon the Cenobium, we gave battle, but unholy foes buried Omnisci's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defender's spark of purity. So they retreated. Upon taking our refuge here, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as far as my brother's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode fall to us and no one else. Yeah. The leader of the heretics fought his way into the ark wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. He's trying to desecrate the rite of operation with his unholy litany so that the relic might be corrected and the world of Raikadis Spinner may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren in their magnetic meditation are hampering his efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands of the blasphemous enter. I was attacked by people who look like electro priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that is on its way and were not expecting to encounter any allies. Okay, they do mention it. But I see you're alive and I mourn the senseless death of my brethren. Scoff. Meh. We can help you reclaim this place. Laymen are forbidden from visiting the monastery and only the select are allowed to behold the Ark and the relic within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status granted to you by the Emperor. However, should any soldiers unblessed by the Messiah cross this monastery threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have put them to death. Confirm. The presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the praetor electric blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of the West. Okay, so in other words, he will not accept imperial guards here. Yeah, Alex wanted to say something, but stopped. You have made the right decision to avoid combat and save yourself. I mean, they still need to work on the place and they still need to monitor it. Without them, this place would also be left in disrepair, or I don't know, they could not operate it. I don't think the mechanics can just send a bunch of other electro priests. We all envied our brethren who had fallen before the sacrilege began. Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed into the monastery. You do not belong to the fraternity of electro priests, but your intentions are good. Question. Who are you? The hardworking servants and rulers of the Cenobium, electro priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpus Carry did us a great honor of introduction. Okay. What do you believe in? Machine God. Worship an aspect of the machine god which is known as the motive force. It's a blessed divine spark that creates a dynamic in the universe. The Omniscient is much gave all the motive force. Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't want to make any religion parallels, but you kind of understand what that is. Kind of like, anyway, let's not get into that. Provides the entire planet with motive force power. More about the relic. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rakatis Maya. Nourished by the holy warriors of Faith Lock Impulse, during one of his campaigns, his sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls and power units of this Cenobium have been... Okay, it's a relic. Technology is considered a relic at this point, or a very complicated technology. I guess this is how the future will be. I mean, this is the truth as well for our current society, the modern society. Technology is much more advanced, but people simply don't have the money to use it, the time to use it, or the political conditions don't allow us to use it, or it's just, you know, it all comes down to politics in the end. We can probably all have those special cities we've seen in all of the movies. I mean, we can have fully functioning cities only on how should I put it? I guess you can just make a huge city with 10 million people, give it 1 or 2 nuclear reactors, I mean give it 10 nuclear reactors, and that will be all it needs to supply power. Again, we could have been living in a paradise, but I don't know, to me it seems like people have less and less access to the technologies they need. For example, whatever. I don't want to get into it. Again, this game, it's quite interesting that they are making so many lore decisions, and they're choosing to give you the full perspective instead of, you know, go there, kill that. The quick clicking of his mechanized rise club betrays his reputation at being so close to the sacred Archaeotech. You're not like the other ones. Our faith imposes the duty of obedience on us. Every electro priest is given numerous electols that combine a blessed Volta Gai circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That's why our skin glows with its light and our eyes boil. That's why our skin glows with its light. Meaning they're electrocuted a lot. And our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. Yeah, I was watching a movie about the electric chair, and it seems that's really what happens. Your eyes will boil and melt when you are subjected to high amounts of electric currents like this. The omniscience is what we call life phenomenon. This dying away of unworthy flesh, as we shun the lay person spending minutes looking at the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies. In other words, their bodies are like scanners or detectors, or they can feel every movement or vibration. Let's just think of it as they get augments. You may go. Charge persists in the batteries of the faithful. Goods. More multi-keys, machine rights.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, this was quite a nice little session we had.
Victory awaits.
Okay, let's
New challenge for
take a
me.
look at this place, another look at this place, because this place used to be full of secrets. Even though it's such a small place, we had a lot of tiny rooms, we also had a lot of other things. There are ports connected to connect the sleeper to the monastery cogitator network.
Follow my lead.
So this is not the relic. The relic is deeper. Probably. I guess we're only seeing the conduits for power.
It's about time.
The conduits to distribute the power.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Huh. Okay, so on the other side,
I tire of violence. Let's move.
what is the combination to this? That data altar of sacred whatever. I guess since they are they worship the motive force over here, it will be the motive force go through the veins of copper. The blessed faith. The closed circuit, no. Reactor. Okay. The reactor. The reactor. So I don't think you get the information anywhere. Okay, I think I saw the combination. So it's Omnisaya. That key that closes the circuit. The immortal intelligence that had created the spark. I think this is not currently in the game. You cannot get this combination anywhere in the game right now, and I guess there's only one way to get it. What is this? Enemies with less than 50% wounds. Can it get more useless than that? Tactical goggles are much better from what I can see. So why would you choose to wear this instead of that? Wounded status visor. Logic checks. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we no longer need logic, so I guess you can use that.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, so I guess we're done with this place. I don't like the fact that I was kind of forced to cheat, but there's nowhere to find that combination. And that's a lot of combinations. Oh, I guess we can play a little more into the balls of the monastery, where we'll find the heretics. Oh, I like this light.
Victory awaits.
Area under observation. Unsanctioned access prohibited. I like so. Yeah, the developers or the writers had a lot of fun with this game. Oh, that's a lot of wide awake packs. I guess that's energy drinks. Let me guess, once we enter this room, something will trigger.
It's about time.
Yeah. Just as I thought. Yeah, they use this trope too many times. Rance is not as impressive as I thought it would be. It's just a big ball. It's a big ball. That looks like a heretic. Can we shoot him with a bolt round? Oh, definitely heretic. Oh, this is Aurora. Finally we get to see Aurora. The face of the man who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque barred mask. The voice pouring out of the mask belongs to someone else. The husky, somber bass of a void wolf, a border of ships. How predictable. No, I guess it's the huskies. This is a void wolf. How static. All the possible deaths you have skirted only to perish here in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. Pascal announces my... Oh, how I love these things. It's either the Seneschal or Pascal. Binary trill and announces gloomily. Trill is a sound usually made by birds or something you cannot describe. For example, a cat trills when it goes with the murr sound. That's a trill. I don't know, it's just a sound that you cannot describe, I guess, made by an animal or something like that. Usually it can express joy or something else. I guess this was an intimidating one. And I guess our tech priest purrs. With Omnisci blessings, the rogue trader Von Vanessius has come before the miraculous fusion reactor, seeking to perform purification and eradicate the corruption. All unauthorized persons are hereby ordered to lay down their arms and humbly accept the punishment. Humility is the lot of the meek. Oh, I see some heretical ritual over there as well. I'm a harbinger of great change and visions of the great cataclysms to come. Have incinerated what humility had in my heart. The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. Marty's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time has all but run out. I can hear the fist of the future bang on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to do when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what's to come, or a dead man. I would take some time to rest from you the details of the future that the cult prophesies. Hopefully when you're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. You'll meet him like a living torch blazing for his glory. Oh. I guess if we are a heretic, we get another choice. Aurora. Servant of Aurora the Cruel and the Spark of the Final Dawn. Changes promised by the Age of Daybreak. We know the Age of Daybreak. Is Uralon a demon or just another heretic? You have no inkling of sizing of the chasm separating us. He is a prophet who foresaw impending doom and has graciously bestowed upon the right to choose a different path. He's an ancient shard. He's a shard of ancient wisdom from a time before we were slaves to our bitter predestination. Is he our patron, or savior, or merciful God born in the material out of the woes of those laboring under legacy of ignorance and servitude? She's smiling, and he remembers you. The silly savior fantasy you act out only amuses the true masters of those people fates. So that's a prophet. This is the demon. I'll just say the demon lord. What is the final dawn? Salvation from a death whose name is yet unknown, but whose approach is sensed by many. Soon it will claim every inhabitant of the Chronos expanse. Do you think anyone will come to our aid when cataclysm shakes our homes and planet? Why genocides are unleashed? Will the Emperor help? I guess they want to die before they die. That makes perfect sense. Die before you die. Yes. Or the idol of iron they call the Omniscient. No, will die alone and abandoned. Okay, you probably have the patience to do it. I don't know. I don't see why you're in a rush to do it. Only one deity is promising us salvation, the Age of Daybreak. Mercy and salvation doesn't make sense, but then again, heretics never made sense. The soldier, the commoner. Everyone born in the Imperium has a predestination. The soldier, the commoner, the administratum official, the technomant, the void rat are all consigned to serving the golden throne and then dying a grim death for its glory. The Imperium never thinks twice about treating people as exploitable and expendable. After all, they are the most easily replenished of our resources. No, they're not. Humans are actually one of the hardest things to replace, but again, even if you have a huge population, I guess that depends on what resources you can use to guide the population. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but the way Warhammer 40k is structured is that sometimes you don't have a choice, but probably have a lot of choices. Even your path is predestined, Rock Trader. You will inevitably perish on your quest to expand humanity's domain, and I like that. We will expand humanity's domain. I like that a lot. And your end will be particularly grim and ghastly. I don't know. I prefer to die at my office, like Theodora died. The fruits of your efforts will be enjoyed by others, the eternal aristocrats who dwell on Mars, Terra, and other safe worlds. That's true more or less, but we are adventurers. I mean, we also have a lot of power. Why are you blinding people? Do you think they are blind? They seem far more than you do. Through reflections in mirrors blessed by the energies of the Immaterium, the Age of Daybreak reveals to them visions of true existence and gives them glimpses of what is to come. The eyes lie, or erstwhile owners had taught them to see only what was consistent with the lies they told. The gift of true vision, which is blindness. Nice. The woman produces a glass prism from between the folds of her clothes and looks at you through it, a mocking chuckle. The prism, blue and pink shiny, prints itself on your retinas as the imbornity. Guess what I see when I look at you? Why do you want my head? Brother Twilight, known to you as Kunrad, marked you as a target. Your falling of his plans is your death warrant. Twilight, Kunrad. Oh, I think he's the master of spies from my ship. It's my ship now, okay? Are you trying to blow up the reactor? I'm lighting the spark of the final dawn. Sometimes the future revealed in the Age of Daybreak's visions is fragmented between the faces of the possibility. And I'll solve the puzzle. The flash of spirit will transform this world and bring it closer to Materium, which will be reborn. Yes. Ignore layman. Does have a wild temper, but I have assistants which can help tame it. The woman nods casually towards the maimed electro priest. was the maimed electro priests whose hands are affixed to the control panels with steel stakes. Oh, I don't see that. Just assume it's true. Well, he seems to be okay, but I'll believe their words. Oh, those cultists they look a little more different, very cultist-like. It's a total coincidence that his western blasphemous spirits have crawled under our skin and into our secret errand. Take the motive force of our bodies, I implore you. We do not wish to offend Omnissiah with the sacrileges our hands are committing. I guess they are hacked, more or less, or inhabited by the demon spirits, demon codes. They resisted for a long time, but now their bodies and soul belong to the schismaticals. Line after line, the gem code they produce will awaken the Rector's unyielding spirit as well, and it will yearn for change and freedom. Imperialist, Typhoid creature, what's the difference between attack and attack? I guess if you are a heretic you'd have another option, but now we'll choose attack. The Electro priests tear their hands away from the components, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierce them as the schismatical control bodies are imbued with automatic force radiance. All the unfortunates can describe in horror plead of a swift death. Aurora starts to recite an unholy intent in broken Gothic. Willpower check succeeded. Cannot make out her blasphemous words, but the name of the heretics keep repeating. The age of daybreak digs into your hearing like a blade into the Francis flesh. The sound of it is almost painful, physically painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. We succeeded? However, you managed to master your strength and banish it from your mind.
Submit, and you'll die quickly. Chaos.
Electro Priests and Gunner. The Electro Priests are quite beefy. I don't like this. Yeah, it's more or less the same thing I hated in Colony Ship. Just have nowhere to take cover. So the game starts with you having no cover and the enemy is having all of the cover. That's awesome, isn't it? I guess Heinrich. Well, that's a bit of cover she can use. No, actually, no. Abelard will help us. Argenta will be here. Cassia will be in the back lines. I guess we cannot reach that cover, but that should be more or less okay. Well, I cannot disable them very well either.
Request approved.
I really don't see what you can do with the adepts. They seem like the weakest characters in the game so far.
My vow is to serve.
Abelard, well,
Victory is imminent.
yeah.
Let's see to it. Naturally.
I want to put him over there, but he'll just get attacked by my own character, so no, we'll just leave him over here. It's going to be a turkey shoot.
My great works!
Because we have no cover, it's so stupid. We skipped Argenta's turn. Oh, great mechanics. How I hate playing games like this where nothing makes sense.
All too easy. Stand a chance?
We skipped the turn of the character that I wanted most
Already
to
done?
use.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, they really need to work a lot more on the game. This is barely an alpha, in my opinion.
Suits my purposes. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Yeah, the fights last such a long time because you don't have any good positions to start with.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Why not both? I guess you can bring us tea to our room. Yeah, just shoot in this general direction. What a waste of a good turn. I think I have to retreat them. There's no way I can survive this onslaught of enemies.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Yeah, I never took damage in the fights, but this fight is ridiculous.
I won't go down easy.
Advancing.
Pointless characters, pointless mechanics, pointless a lot of things.
My place is at the fore.
I guess we can give some of the other characters something.
I won't object to it.
Okay. Stop complaining and start shooting.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! I'll do it.
Yeah, we hit with the
That is
first
for the
shot.
weak.
And now what?
Faith without deeds is worthless. Eradicated.
Full momentum. Oh no.
I shall not fear.
Oh, okay. Man, this game is so broken and so unfinished. I wonder why the developers really said you have all of the chapters to play, or the first 3 chapters, because this is barely
Not a
playable.
problem for me. All too easy. Never wavered in the face of adversity.
So we keep saying,
Already done.
yeah, you have to retreat from that place, otherwise you'll be in such big trouble.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I always insist. There should be 0 action points,
Nothing
right?
I can't
Right.
do. Not a problem for me. Watch and learn.
95% accuracy, and we missed 1 shot. Yeah, let's use this now.
Incarnate.
The fact that you can use this during your extra turn is kind of
Nothing I
overpowered.
can't do. You didn't stand a chance. My specialty.
Also, I don't like the fact that you
All
cannot
too easy.
select what you want to do before the camera focuses on you.
Suits my purposes.
I really don't want... Okay, can you disable the camera centering? Auto save, basic controls, or auto pause, turn based. Party animation speed, enemy animation speed. Yeah, this should help
Pass. Absolutely not.
those things. Oh yeah, this is much better now. We have to get out of here. We're sitting ducks.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Oh, I guess you have a cooldown. Yeah, use joint study.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
No, you haven't.
High momentum. Let's see to it.
Pain cleanses the body.
I'll do it.
Well, I don't think we have anything to do over here.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I refuse.
Oh, I should have healed. No, my turn is before Cassia's. Revel in the slot. Oh, I have a lot of... Oh, it's only a little creature.
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
Eradicated. Oh, I forgot that you cannot move all the way. That was a terrible mistake, once again. Acceptable scream. Well, I guess I can put him over here, to be honest. Or I could have shot one more time, doesn't matter.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Heinrich is a bit wounded.
If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Oh, I guess we cleared that side completely.
Nothing I can't do.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Oh, that was maybe a mistake.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
I could throw a grenade. Let me see. Gas cloud grenade. But
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
But of course, Lord Captain.
just nothing to do, no actions to be taken.
Injuries will not slow me.
Yeah, perfect.
Doubt is for the weak. In In thy light I stand,
Full momentum.
and thy light I crave. This is why I was chosen.
This is what happens when you like your job too much.
I will not. That is not the Emperor's will.
Yeah, get out of there, my little friend. It's too hot in there. Guess now I just have to skip turns, which is annoying.
If only that were possible. I have read tomes of military tactics.
And still you cannot...
I refuse.
What are they shooting at? Well, to be honest, he's quite low in HP. I guess I can use him as bait.
At your beck and call.
Inquisitor, now you can throw your grenade. 8 damage. If you throw a grenade,
Get me a target.
do you lose your ability to move? I would say yes, but let's see. We should still be able to charge.
I won't object to it.
That doesn't look like a burning area.
As the Emperor commands, if I can escape the Emperor's judgment.
We're not even shooting at the targets we're aiming
I'll do
at,
it.
but it's okay.
Each strike is a prayer.
Full momentum? No, not really.
Suits my mood. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I will not.
Yeah, some of the interactions are not very well explained. Who is even left alive?
It shields me. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Enough! Now an rattly voice speaks to you from behind the bloodstained mask. You are poised to hold the approach of what is to come. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashes in Aurora's hands. She runs it forcefully into the control panel. Now you'll see it too. I was expecting her to die. Blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken dashboard and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. It metal heats up. Smoke billows through the bars with the hole. Yeah. The light is gone. What was that? The final dawn? But why so different from how our teacher had promised it would happen? The voice of a calm middle-aged woman, frightened and pained. You will pay for this, you will. The iron mask is the floor with a dull thud. The heretic took her secrets with her. Too bad. Yeah. I guess we can search her pockets for her wallet. A minute, please. I need no more. Oh, we succeeded. Yay! The cogitator is broken. The dagger, adorned handguard of a sword whose blade was pried out. Pommel is decorated with strange adornment, seamless and knife covered with a scaly eyelid. The remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same tint as Kunrad's weapon during the mutiny of the void ship. Oh. This is no human-made object, it was grown from wraith bone, an Eldari material of choice. A multitude of voices that blend together, individual words are distorted. Take a look over here. Well, I really want to see what the blade is. Is this what you're looking for? Benevolation toss the shards into the depths of the actor? No. This unholy object is the work of human hands. It's a tool of the archenemy. Curious. Thanks to you. Look, Cheddar, on behalf of the Holy Orders, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from the Inquisition. Oh, from Requisition. From this moment on, I'm at your service. I'm ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as it deem it possible. Remove Aurora's mask. Is baked firm to her fleshier face. It's possible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of her mask, but after does something move? Yeah, let's clean this monastery. That's it, you.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Avenger Gauntlet. The attacks of opportunity. Well, I guess it's for melee characters. Blasphemous Prism. I guess this is work in progress because it's supposed to be a prism, but it's a sphere. Gem of Dark Vitality. Oh, if you're a heretic, you would get 10 toughness and 4 wounds and 1 wound regenerating per hereticus level on the veil. Degradation is it's too much work.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Too much work. Cargo. Yeah, let's finish looting.
None shall stand in my way.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
That's actually pretty funny. Okay, let's finish the looting and then I'll end the video. And I guess this is just a small room.
Victory awaits.
Huh. It's actually quite a beautiful place. Yeah, they actually made it beautiful, not just aesthetically pleasing.
A new challenge for me?
Well, she's really stuck here.
Weakness.
Okay, let's reload the save file, maybe that will fix it. But I doubt it. Okay, now I really want to see what happens after you leave the place. I mean, you have to talk with the Electro Priest, the Praetor. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. Kind of a disappointing end. I think this was the last mission on the planet in the chapter as well.
It's about time.
Let's just call that heresy. All of the bodies were gushing out blood.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, when I want loot, I'll get loot. And that was it, really.
Follow my lead.
Looks like there is a lot of motive force over here. This really feels like it could power an entire planet. This looks and sounds like if you open these doors you'll find 100 combat servitors behind. Funny enough, you fight a almost destroyed combat servitor in the beginning of the game, but since then you haven't seen anything that resembles that. All you're fighting is run-of-the-mill cultists.
Victory awaits!
Okay, let's go up, talk to the Electro Priest, and then we'll, I don't know, see if there is anything else we need to do. Oh, looks like they're waiting for us.
It's about time.
I assume that's it.
I'll lay claim to the stars. I'm always ready. Follow my lead.
Yeah, great aesthetics, but they're kind of lost sometimes because of how meaningless the combat seems.
A new challenge for me?
Or how much turns you have to skip.
Victory awaits!
Yeah, I guess that was more or less all of it. Congratulations on your victory, your lordship. The entire vessel was impatiently waiting for the news of our expedition success. The rumors about you simply not saving the Techris monastery. About you not simply saving the Techris monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfire. Okay, I guess we did the good thing. 50 experience. Yeah, let's go to the governor. We finished all of the stuff we had to do in this chapter, so this is the chapter ending, which is very disappointing to be honest. Even the combat was worse than the first one you get. So when I fought that damaged combat servitor, I really felt like the game was going to take us a lot of beautiful places, but now it was more reading and less action and just a lot of one brain cell cultist. Which the only challenge was to wait for them to pick around the corner for me to shoot them. I'm still not sure how the profit factor works, but it's okay. Ah, yes, the Mechanicus creations. So we are at level 3. At level 3 we can buy a power mole. See what I mean? You don't have the profit factor to buy the other stuff. I guess we have to take everything we see over here more or less. Why is the power mole considered a laser weapon? It should be a power weapon. Greetings. The insidious heretics have been utterly frustrated. Nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the sport for the insurgent is waning. Entire squads of rebels have surrendered. We're seeing the final days of the uprising. To give you 2,000 first-rate Voidfarers. Nice. Also, like the honor, I would like to honor the savior recognized in our festivity. An ancient custom, the triumph will be driven to the streets with the guard of honor as the hero would benefit. To vanquish the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. I'm ready for my triumph. Okay, I don't have anything else to do over here, as you can see. We have completed all of the errands. All of the companion quests are done. We only have Taste of Victory, the chosen ones. So that was the prologue you completed, and when you arrive at these planets, this is chapter 1. So next video will be with chapter 1 completed. Okay, our perfect factor has risen because we completed the quest by 5 points. Still not enough for the Ceramite Stormtrooper carapace, but enough for the pneumo boots and the stabilizing bracers. That's my pistol as well. Some of these things will make my other characters a little more useful. This force sword is super weak compared to even the chainsaw. 19 max with 15 penetration. Oh, yeah, I see why it's a laser one, because it has such a low damage rating, even lower than the force sword. Looks kind of weird. It's more like a paddle than a sword, but hey. It says Pormol, it's tagged as a laser weapon. Just great. Do I like the damage? No. Do I think it will be good? No. But it has a lot more penetration, so I guess it's more or less the same damage, because over penetration is more damage. So 10 more penetration, let's say 13. Well, I guess it's a little less damage, but oh, I also...
Not sanctioned to do this.
You are a lazy guy. Hit chance for range attacks when you shoot on the run. Oh. You don't really shoot only once. So that will be a little better. And who gets these gloves? Operator glove. Give those to him. It doesn't really matter, does it? I'm not sure if this will apply to ranged attacks. Yeah, I need to give him a carapace armor so he doesn't lose his bonuses. You have gloves? Everyone is wearing gloves. Well, I guess I'll give him the boots because I want to see him more in combat. And the boots look worse than what he had. That looks actually a little better. Come on, you're just giving me worse looking boots. They don't even look high tech or anything. Yeah, the developers were very lazy with some of the designs, as you can see. I'll have to think about the plasma weapons to him. I guess we need someone with plasma weapon proficiency after all. Well, I'll just give you the helmet. Which actually looks like it's intimidating, okay. Yeah, okay, sorry about this little thingy. I'll just have to level them off camera and do all of that annoying and very boring busy work off camera. Leveling up is busy work for me. See you next time, bye bye.